Hello everyone, back tuning into today's video. We're doing the 5-day forecast today. We're going to have a detailed look at weather for the next 5 days across the British Isles. Before I go on with the video, I just want to talk about the advertising. There'll usually be a video ad overlaying my weather videos at GavsWeatherVids.com. Please play those videos. You'll be supporting GavsWeatherVids.com by doing that. Also want to mention the websites I'm using for a video. We've got the radar picture from the Met Office, have a look at it in a moment. We've got the charts from weathercentral.de and weatheroutlook.com. You find all three websites on my links page. So, just getting rid of the camera, and this is the current situation in terms of the precipitation across the British Isles today, and the weather system that we've had over Scotland and Northern Ireland for a couple of days now is finally beginning to weaken, but we've still got some quite heavy rain here to the northwest of Scotland, down into the west of Northern Ireland, but this rain is getting lighter and more patchy, and across the rest of Scotland the rain really is turning light and patchy. Now, we had some drizzly rain across England, eastern parts of England last night. That is all gone, and we're gradually seeing brighter, drier air coming in off the continent. So having a quick look at the jet stream. I know some of you do like to see where the jet stream is. This is the current situation in terms of the jet stream coming across the Atlantic out of Newfoundland, across the northern Atlantic, and then running north in towards Scotland and then on into Scandinavia. Generally the jet stream is to the north of the British Isles, so we're on the mild side of the jet under a ridge of high pressure, but sitting over the continent, quite a warm ridge, that one. So that's why it's mild and has been mild for a few days. We'll stay mild for a few days more, because the jet stream is generally tracking to the north of the country. We're on the mild side of that jet. So this is the actual chart for today, from the GFS model from weathercentral.de, and there's a high pressure over central parts of Europe that's really extending in across the British Isles. But black line, remember, is the jet stream on these charts, and I say that's generally tracking to the north of the British Isles. So it's been very cloudy under this area of high pressure over the last day or so, but drier continental areas starting to filter in off the continent. So we are going to see that cloud increasingly breaking up, I think, across England and Wales, particularly today, with some sunny spells going through. But that said, we will keep some low cloud floating around. The weather front that we've had over Scotland and Northern Ireland is dying out, but there's still rain across the northwest of Scotland. It's still a very cloudy scene up to the north of the country. It's mild today, temperatures up to around 14, maybe 15 degrees. 15 is 59 Fahrenheit, so very mild day potentially. It depends how much sunshine you get though. And tonight we're actually going to see clearing skies developing, and in the place of the clear skies we're going to find mist and fog forming across England and Wales. Could be some really dense patches of mist and fog tonight. And for Scotland and Northern Ireland, keeping a lot of cloud, but certainly for southern Scotland also the cloud may break up and we could get some mist and fog coming through as well. But it's really England and Wales, I think, that's the focus for that fog tonight. Could be a very tricky journey into work tomorrow morning for some of us, because that fog really will be very extensive across England and Wales particularly. It's going to be colder tonight as well, with temperatures down to 2, 3, 4 degrees in many parts of the country, low enough for some ground frost, so a colder night than we've been used to in recent nights. So for Thursday, that high pressure is still dominating the weather. Low pressure is developing over Iceland. That's going to become the driving force behind the weather over the weekend. But for Thursday, the high pressure is still really holding on. We get off to a very grey, misty, murky start with a lot of fog across many parts of the country. So a tricky journey into work for some of us with that fog really quite slow to clear. But gradually it'll thin and break and lift up into low cloud, then map things out and lets the sun shine through. So we should get some sunny spells coming through across England and Wales tomorrow afternoon. Always keeping a lot of cloud again for Scotland and Northern Ireland, but even here some sunshine should develop. But as I say, some of that fog will be very slow to clear. In one or two places the fog will linger on all day. Where that happens, it will be a cold day with temperatures not getting much above 4, 5 or 6 degrees, but otherwise in the sunshine we're back up to around 9, 10 or 11. It's cooler than it will be today, but even so not too bad really. Fairly mild day once the sunshine comes out. Now, as we go into Friday, we're starting to see signs of the change. This low pressure around Iceland is becoming a driving force. It's pushing down a weather system, so a much more unsettled day I think on Friday, with cloud and outbreaks of rain coming into Scotland and Northern Ireland, gradually moving into other western parts of the country through the day. Central eastern parts of England probably staying largely dry. Maybe some mist and fog again to start off with, but turning increasingly cloudy I think through the course of the day. So any fog on Friday morning will quickly clear actually as the breeze picks up and cloud starts to move down from the northwest. Now behind this weather system, it's turning colder. The air's turning colder, so showers probably turn wintry to northern and western parts of Scotland, particularly over high ground, but not exclusively so on Friday afternoon. Temperatures taking a dip in the northwest, just down to 5 or 6 degrees, but still quite a mild day really for much of the country, with temperatures around 10 or 11, maybe 12 or 13. 13 is 55 Fahrenheit. Now, that system will push through on Friday night into Saturday morning, giving us all some rain, even in the southeast. There'll be some quite heavy rain. May take some time to clear East Anglia and South East England on Saturday morning, but it should do. And then really this low pressure is driving the weather, blowing in sunshine and showers on this strong, quite cold westerly wind, particularly for Scotland and Northern Ireland. And some of those showers will be wintry, coming down to quite low levels for central and northern parts of Scotland. Few, if any, showers getting through to eastern England once that persistent rain has gone. Temperatures will be on the cooler side. It'll be cold today, just 4s, 5s in the north, probably 7s, 8s, 9s in the south, but we'll all feel it colder in that westerly wind. Now going into Sunday, there's some uncertainty now about Sunday. We're also going to bring in some sort of weather system in the Atlantic, or get some sort of weather system developing in the Atlantic, but how quickly it comes in is open to question. I think we'll generally start off dry and fine on Sunday morning with a fairly widespread frost. We keep showers going in the north of Scotland again, for much of Scotland. There will be showers again, those showers turning wintry over higher ground, maybe down to lower levels in some places. And for England and Wales, after that fine start, I think it will cloud over and will bring some outbreaks of rain up from the southwest. But how extensive that rain is on Sunday is quite uncertain. Quite a cold day on Sunday with temperatures of just 3, 4 or 5 in the north. In the south, 6, 7s and 8s. But again, it's dependent on how quickly that rain arrives. There's potential for a really cold, wet day across England and Wales, but most likely the more persistent rain will hold off until after dark. However it works out on the Sunday, by Monday, this area of low pressure is deeply in the Atlantic, spreading weather systems in. We've got a strong to gale force south to southwesterly wind here as well, so you're going to find heavy rain feeding in from the south and west across all parts of the country on Monday, driven on by a strong to gale force south to southwesterly wind. But temperatures will be lifting up with this wind. At least behind the rain, we'll see temperatures lifting up in the south to around 12 or 13 degrees again, whereas in the north it'll be quite a cold day. And as that rain pushes northwards into Scotland, there is a chance of some quite significant snow over not just the higher ground, but maybe to some lower ground of central and northern Scotland on Monday afternoon and Monday evening. That's one to keep an eye on. But finally, have a look at the charts from the Weather Outlook, and we can see the situation today. We've got more and more sunshine filtering in off the continent from England and Wales. Still that cloud and rain across northern and western Scotland and southwest Scotland too, but it is turning lighter through the course of the day. Could be a lot of fog around tonight. Now as we go into Thursday, we have a good deal of fine weather here, plenty of dry and bright weather, some sunny spells as well, but what this doesn't show is the fog. Excuse me, the fog will be slow to clear, reluctant to clear. Eventually it'll lift up in most places, but here and there it will linger on. And where it does, it'll be a cold day with temperatures of just 4 or 5 degrees, but otherwise reasonably mild tomorrow, although not as mild as it has been. Things are breaking down on Friday in terms of the high pressure. We're bringing a weather system in, so we've got this cloud and rain in the northwest, gradually moving southwards and eastwards. It'll cross the southeast on Friday night, and as we go into Saturday, when it's colder, windier sort of day, a good deal of dry and bright weather in the east with some showers, but in the west with some sunshine, but in the west we will have the showers, and some of those showers could be quite heavy, maybe even wintry over northern and western Scotland. For Sunday, but again a lot of dry weather in the east, but I think it will turn increasingly cloudy from the south and west through the day with some outbreaks of rain rolling in. But how quickly that comes in across England, well, very open question. Still showering for Scotland, again showers wintry over higher ground. And by the time we get through to Monday, well, we're seeing rain or showers across many parts of the country, but temperatures lifting back up in the southeast. So in summary, it looks as though we're going to have a couple more days of mainly fine weather. Have to watch out for that fog tonight. Could be very extensive fog across England and Wales, dense patches of fog, slow to clear tomorrow morning, so allow some extra time for the journey into work tomorrow morning. But eventually we're looking at a breakdown to the high pressure, with low pressure starting to dominate by the weekend, becoming windier, cooler and in fact more on Saturday as well, with some rain around over the weekend and into the start of next week. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.